Hello everybody, this is Sandy. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I am doing a reaction to somebody new this evening. This is a 12-year-old girl. Her name is Angelina Jordan, and she's singing Stay.
Hey everyone, Adam here, and I am back with another Angelina Jordan reaction. So this time I'm reacting to her cover of Stay by Rihanna. So this is the only song I think that I can really say that I actually like by Rihanna. I'm not a huge fan of her other music. There's a couple of songs I don't mind by her, I guess, but in terms of liking a song, this song I actually do like by Rihanna. So I'm really intrigued to hear what, again, Angelina Jordan's going to do with this song. She always puts her little bit of spin on every song that she does, so I'm really intrigued to hear how she's going to tackle a song which is very well known like this. Obviously, she's done it before with the other two songs I've listened to, so I'm really intrigued to hear what she's going to do here. So yes, this is my reaction to Angelina Jordan's cover of Stay.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear this, so let's find out.
Here we go.
Who Angelina Jordan is. Okay, she's 12. Her voice does not sound like it's coming out of a 12-year-old. She sounds like an adult, but it's more than that. She's got this incredible tone and texture. Her voice is deeper, than grown adult female singer. She's got a much richer, rounder feel. Absolutely beautiful. Pitch dead on. I don't know if she had any kind of effects on her voice. It doesn't sound like it.
All right. We are dealing with a genius. So, oh, wow. This has been my favorite so far by Angelina Jordan. Hands down. And you know what? Yes, she did bigger notes in the other songs. Yes, she kind of, really belted a lot more. Not massively, but a lot more compared to this performance. But this was just something very, very special. This really showed off that beautiful texture that she's got in her voice there. It's stunningly beautiful. All right, so let's start with the beginning. So when she first started, I was just won over in the first 5 words that she sang. Just wow. She's got such a level of maturity to her voice. For somebody so young, it's outrageously incredible. Marvelous. So I'm guessing, I think she's 12 years old here. Again, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong for her age there, but either way, she's still very young to have that voice. That's a voice that is timeless. It reminds me very much of, you'd see like Amy Winehouse, or you'd see like, Dusty Springfield, that kind of beautiful rasp to the voice as well, which is just stunning. It's very much of a kind of a jazzy type voice with a lot of soul as well. I love the clarity. I love that kind of smokiness of her voice sometimes in parts. It's just beautiful. You can imagine hearing her if you're in like a jazz club or something, and she would be like the act up on stage kind of singing with either just a piano or an acoustic guitar like here, and just capture the room with that incredible voice. Wow. So there were little differences that she did with the song. I think I pointed out a couple of times when she took the note in a different direction, and I love when artists do that, because there's always flexibility of where you can move little things around in a song, kind of rather than going for a major, go for a minor note, or rather than taking it to that key, take it to another key, but it's still in key. And she did that a couple of times, and it was stunning. But one thing in particular I've noticed about Angelina Jordan, especially in this performance, is her vibrato, and it's just gorgeous. It's not too much, it's not too little. It comes in, she uses it at the right time. She uses it just to finish off her notes as well, which is incredible. And it's just a joy to listen to. For me, vibrato always should be something which accompanies the kind of skill that you've got in hitting the note, and then just finishes off the note nicely, takes it just to that natural end. There are some singers who rely too heavily on vibrato. And again, it kind of makes you question how much control they've actually got over their own voice. Angelina has got all control. There is not one sense in this performance where she's lost it a little bit. She's gone off key. That did not happen. All the way through, she knows her voice inside out and back to front and knows exactly how she's going to deliver this performance. It feels just so easy, just so organic when she does that. Everything she's doing here is technically difficult, but she makes it look so easy. And that is the sign of somebody who is musically gifted. She really is. This performance has really won me over to Angelina Jordan. Don't get me wrong, I was, a fan of her before, but from hearing this, I feel like I've heard different variations of her voice now. And this for me was just gentle in its simplicity and was just beautifully performed and executed for the type of song that it is as well, of course. But going back to the vibrato comment, so yeah, the last kind of 3 times she sang Stay towards the end of the song there, what I loved what she did was she kind of started the vibrato and then took the song, kind of just dropped off the word a little bit. You kind of heard that with just the voice kind of saying the word stay and then taking the kind of A part of the word stay and just gently bringing it down and just kind of dropping off with a little bit of vibrato and then just ending that. And then doing it again the second time, but just kind of mixing the notes up a little bit, which was beautiful. And then again on the third time there, it was just so warm. It just hits the ears so right. It's just beautiful. There are, as I said, there are some singers out there like Jess Glynne, for example. Don't get me wrong, I like a few of Jess Glynne's songs, but vibrato heavy in her voice. She really relies on that vibrato. And for me, I'm not a huge fan of that. It can kind of, I don't know, take the note and just make it sound a little bit goaty, in my opinion. But that is an example of how, for me, when it's overused, but here, this is the perfect example of how you use it and use it right. It just adds such an emotional level, an emotional element to the song. It felt like as well, I know that obviously this song, when Rihanna sings it, obviously in the way it's written, it's talking about a lover saying, I want you to stay. And it almost felt like, I don't know, listening to Angelina Jordan sing it, it was almost as if she was like passing on advice about kind of, a relationship, I guess, kind of passing on a relationship advice. And this is kind of what I think maybe you should think about it from this perspective. But yeah, it was just gorgeous. I love as well just those little moments. It happened at the beginning, it happened a little bit in the middle, and towards the end as well. So I don't know who the guitarist is. I'm not sure, what his affiliation is with Angelina, which, by the way, he was excellent. You could tell that when she was doing her runs and using that incredible vibrato, he was kind of like, wow, you could see it on his voice, on his face, sorry. But right at the beginning, when she kind of looked at him and he gave her the nod, as if to say, right, going to come in now. And that's almost as if her saying, right, this is when I'm going to come in. And then again, in the middle of the song, it's almost her looking, just checking, we're still on the same page here. I'm going to come in now. And then obviously towards the end, right, we're wrapping up the song now. I'm going to go for this, almost as if this is how we've rehearsed it, or this is when I'm coming in. You know what this sign means. And that's great when you see musicians work together like that. You can only create an excellent performance like this, and all brilliant live performances, you can only create that when each musician knows exactly how it's going to be conducted, how you're going to perform. They know exactly when to come in. They know when to do key changes. They know when to bring the music in, when to soften the music down. They know when the singer's going to, maybe change the keys, whatever it may be. It's all about that communication. And yes, it can be rehearsed. You can rehearse and get that. But sometimes it's just in a simple nod, as if to say, I'm coming in now. And that is something which it's great when you see musicians communicate without actually communicating verbally. They just know, right, we know this performance, we know how to do the best performance and get the best out of it. Let's just communicate with each other, make sure we're on the same page and just deliver and work together to create this incredible sound. So yes, thank you everybody who suggested Stay, obviously the cover by Angelina Jordan. This has been the highlight performance for me so far, hands down. And again, it was just in the beauty of the simplicity. And that's not to say that, she's got to, what she was doing was easy, because it is not. It's technically difficult, but brilliant. It's just she makes it sound so easy and makes it sound so effortless. And she is incredible in this. Just, as I say, the texture and colors that were in her voice there, I really got to hear them strongly in this performance, and it was incredible. So really, thank you everybody that requested this. I really do appreciate it. I also want to thank all of the Angelina Jordan fans who have come over and subscribed to my channel so far. It's been absolutely incredible. My very first reaction has just blown up in terms of video views and comments. So I appreciate all of you that come by, that watch my videos, and obviously comment on them as well. I really do appreciate that. It does mean the world to me. And what did you think of this performance? Are you a big fan of Angelina's cover of Stay? And which other Angelina Jordan songs would you like me to react to, or any other artists for that matter? You know what to do. Please leave me a comment down below with your thoughts, with your recommendations as well. And by all means, you know, I'll go through, I read every single comment and I reply to as many of us as I possibly can. And I'll always take your recommendations and add them to my ever-growing list. But I know that I'm just at the start of my Angelina Jordan journey. And believe me, I'm going to enjoy this journey with you guys, especially if we're going to get more quality like this. So again, I really do appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please come and subscribe to me as well. I really do appreciate when you guys hit that subscribe button. And also when I see, you know, how many subscriptions that I've got already is just crazy. So really, I thank you so much for that. It just means the world to me. I also love seeing my regulars who come back and comment. You know, it's great to see your names again and again on each video. So really, I do thank you for that. It's phenomenal.